An ICE agent fired his weapon.
She was trying to ram this guy with her car.
Shame! Shame! Shame!
ICE is not the real police. They're law enforcement, but they don't have police authority. I call them, I can't believe it's not the police. They're like if the police were made with seed oils, you know? Yeah, that's funny. Listen, I like to be empathetic with people, okay? If you are a person who, signed up to be ICE, I know why you did it. You did it for the money, okay? I know your first objective was like, let's fucking save my country. You didn't give a fuck. You wanted that $50K signing bonus, okay? Just be honest, you did it for the fucking money, okay? And that's fine. We do things for money, okay? But here's my statement to you. If you work for ICE and you believe that you are a good person, I have one word for you. Quit. Fucking quit. Fucking quit. If you're a good person, fucking quit. Okay? There's so many other shitty jobs you can have. Okay? Go drive for Uber. You know what I mean? Go do some other job where you can be around brown people. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. Like, go get an actual job at Home Depot, maybe. You know what I mean? Like there's so many things you can do. And this is what I'm saying. ICE, they're not real police officers. In fact, I'm looking out for you. What you're doing is actually very dangerous because you're out there acting like a cop without cop authority. You're out there with cop energy, which is already bad. You know what I mean? ICE is law enforcement, but they are federal law enforcement. So they don't technically have jurisdiction over local and state authority. Okay, so that's just something you should know because I did a lot of research for this, but thanks Wikipedia. But I read a couple of books. There's two branches of ICE. The first is called the Enforcement Removal Operations. Good response. Just saying it, I'm like, what a dumb fucking name. Removal Enforcement Removal Operations. And those are the ones who do all the jobs with D in them, deport, detain, be a dick, right? And then there's the Homeland Security Division. Those are my people, okay? Those are the ones that watch over my kind. I see you, it's a thing. We have a little bond, They do the domestic terrorism. They look out for drug trafficking. There's probably some here tonight. Thank you for coming. Thank you. But they don't have police authority, okay? They target immigrants who are undocumented, obviously. But they've been going after a lot of American citizens, okay? As an American citizen, you should know you have a lot of rights. You have all of the rights. All of them. You don't lose any rights when you're around ICE, okay? It doesn't change state of matter, you know what I mean? Your rights don't get frozen, So ICE officers do not legally have the right to detain you. They can stop you for a moment to ask questions, but, anybody can stop you if you're jogging, you know what I mean? It's not a real stop. They can only search you or detain you if they have a warrant signed by a judge. This is a very important point because they often bring warrants that are just administrative warrants that are not the real warrants. If ICE ever gives you a warrant, be like, let me see that shit. Did Daddy sign it? Okay. Has to be signed by a judge. Full-on doctor's note, okay? And if you have an encounter with ICE as an American citizen, you have all of your rights, all of your constitutional rights. That includes the First Amendment. And so anybody out there being like, well, you're supposed to obey. No, you have all your fucking rights. You have the First Amendment. You can be like, fuck off, okay? You can even show them your gun. Be like, see that, baby? That's number 2 right there, huh? Yeah. ICE meet nice, okay? And then you also have the Third Amendment, which is you can't stay at my place. It goes on. Fourth Amendment, they can't search you without a judge-signed warrant, okay? So it's just smoke your weed in front of them. You know what I mean? Be like, you won't find this shit, right? You have the Fifth Amendment right, which is the right to just not say shit. So, and you don't even have to say that. You just be like... So if ICE asks you a question, you're like, what are you doing? Just read the Constitution. So And then you have all the other rights, which I'm not going to name. Now, so you have a lot of rights, basically, when you're on ICE. And there's people out there who think that you're supposed to follow some rules when you encounter ICE. No, you don't. You do not. They're not police, okay? And they need to stop acting like fucking police because they're not fucking police, okay? Okay? Because right now, ICE is out there in every city just bullying people, including citizens, bullying people, telling them what to do. People are scared now. People are afraid for their lives because of ICE. And they're out there, they're searching for people. They're really like the modern day Gestapo. It really is like Nazi Germany, which is fitting because it's almost the 30s. I know, we're getting old. You're like, it's still the 20s. No, 30s and new 20s. So yeah, they're out there just acting like they have supreme authority. The thing is, even if you believe in what they're doing, like you think it's helping America, then why couldn't they just do that in a nicer way? You know what I mean? Like if they really gave a fuck, like if the goal is to really protect our community and make this country better, why are they treating everybody, immigrants and citizens, like shit? Okay? Here's a hot take. Maybe treat humans like humans. You know what I mean? Maybe treat humans like humans. You're like, can I hit him and rough him up? No, that's not, no, you don't, that's not. Bad ice. Bad ice. Y'all got ice here in Arizona? Are you guys close to a country they might be concerned about? Yeah, I figured you guys have a lot of ice. Arizona is a very hot state, so it's nice you can say, like, we get ice once a year. But it's year-round now. But yeah, ice is all around. I've gone to every city. And the thing about ice is so makeshift. Like, they make their own outfits and shit. It's kind of lame. It's just like ISIS. It's just like, you got a black shirt? Put it on. Let's fucking go. Let's go out there, start a caliphate, you know? Sorry, that joke hits too close to home to Arizona. I know, like too many Cali people here creating a caliphate. Some cities in particular have been hit really hard by ICE this year. Minneapolis being one of them. And I was in Minneapolis last month, and they were explaining to me a lot about their ICE situation. Like they have like communities that are like dedicated to like monitoring where they are. They have, ICE Watch and all these things, and they really just want to protect their own community. And recently, ICE was already in Minneapolis, and then it ramped up after this whole Somali daycare story came out. A 23-year-old YouTuber, Nick, surely still on his mom's healthcare, drove around Sub-Zero Minneapolis with an unmarked vehicle, two masked men wearing all black, a random guy named Dave, a bunch of cameras, going to Somali-run daycares, banging on the doors, saying, "Where are the kids?" Okay, which is not a great look in the era of Epstein. After this Nick Shirley video, ICE ramped up its operations in Minneapolis. Because the video went viral, like JD Vance shared it, like a lot of people in the MAGA accounts, all in India and China and Nigeria and Russia, all those foreign-based MAGA accounts just shared Nick Shirley's video. So everybody's like, there's fraud in Minnesota, we gotta go get the Somalians. They call them Somalians for some reason. And so ICE basically just went and stormed Minneapolis. And so, things got very heated the other day. And listen, we all saw the video, okay? If you haven't, it was murder. A woman was murdered in her car. Her name was Renee Good. That's how you know you fucked up. Her name has good in it. You literally killed a good person. You know what I mean? Like if you killed someone named Bad, you'd be like, well, it was a bad guy. They killed a woman named Renee Good. That's how fucking evil this shit is, okay? And you see what happened. So basically, they were going after immigrants in the Minneapolis community, and there was a lot of people who were like part of those ICE Watch organizations, and they were trying to like stop ICE, and they're trying to like block the road. Now, whether this is, you say this is like a breach of the law, like whatever, like fine, like protest is legal. I don't know if you're familiar with the First Amendment, but protest is fully legal, okay? And so there's a bunch of cars in the road. Her car was one of them, and she was trying to leave. Like you watch the video, it's very clear that she was trying to leave. She even waved to one car to like go, and then she started to go, and then they got out of the car and they blocked her. They tried to block her from moving. Yes, they tried to block her, and I watched this in every angle available, which was 2, okay? And they tried to block her, and you see her like reversing. She's trying to get away from the ICE officers, and then she turns away from them and tries to leave. And that's when an ICE officer rolls up and just shoots her 3 times. 3 times, and saying it's self-defense. It's not self-defense if you shoot more than once. That's my opinion, okay? But listen, he claims he was threatened by her. Watch the video. He claims that she was coming at him and trying to hit him with a car. Look at the video from 2 angles. He is at the corner. Are you afraid of the bumper of a Honda? You know what I mean? He's like, my life was at threat. No, you're a pussy, dude. You're afraid of a 3-point turn. You know what I mean? What are you, her driver instructor? Now parallel park now, please. It was so clear. But of course, people watch that video and they have the opposite thought. They're like, oh, she was clearly trying to run him over. You look at every little amount of physics, it defies that story, okay? The funniest response I've seen to people who've been saying, oh, she was driving the car at him. Somebody drew like a rectangle to demonstrate a car, and they drew a circle outside of the rectangle, and then they drew the arrow that way, and they're like, explain this, dipshit. You know, it's physics. It just comes down to physics. Like, literally, you can see from every angle, he was just on the corner of the car. Like, I've been almost hit by cars many times, okay? I've been in much worse situations where, like, a car almost hit me. I didn't draw my gun and fucking pop them right there. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like, self-defense is fuck that shit. It's out the window. And also, I've seen a lot of videos coming out from law enforcement, former law enforcement, who's like, yeah, that guy, that was murder. That was murder. Like, he should be trained with his firearm to not do a situation like that. He should be trained in de-escalation, okay? And then so my thought was, okay, maybe he's like new to the force. And then you see he's been with them for 10 years. He's been with ICE for 10 fucking years. So that's how you know, like, that job makes you worse. You know what I mean? He also had a previous incident. Shocking, right? He had a previous, like, write-up of an incident, like last year, a couple years ago. And so, you know everything, fuck. Should have cross-referenced everything with you. But it was a brutal murder. Even if you're like, well, maybe she could have, you know, not driven off or done something. Like fine, he didn't have to kill her. He had no fucking reason to kill her like that. Okay? No fucking reason to kill her like that. And so, of course, Trump makes a statement and makes it so much worse. Trump puts out a statement saying, yeah, she was a professional agitator. It's like, no, that's you. That's literally your job title at this point. In fact, you described it better than I could have ever thought of. Trump's so good with finding the perfect insult for people. That's exactly what he is. He's the biggest professional agitator of all time. Yeah. And he was like, thankfully she didn't kill the poor officer. He's now in a hospital. Like, what hospital? He walked away from the crime just like nothing happened. He needs to go to a fucking mental hospital. That's what he needs to do. And yeah, one guy. Yeah. I said it. Commit him. All these people now are trying to politicize this. They're like, why do you have to politicize the death of somebody? You know what I mean? Like, let them die in peace, you know? Why do we have to politicize everything, you know? You see all these people saying, like, well, now, ever since Zoran became mayor, now look at what happened in Minneapolis. Like, what the fuck are you connecting those two things? Zoran is the mayor of New York City. That's the Big Apple. This is the mini apple, okay? This is a different city. It's a different city. Can't you just admit that he was wrong, that he made a wrong move? Even if she maybe didn't handle the situation the way you thought you would have done it, can't you just admit that he was wrong to shoot her? It has to be, no, she was a radical leftist. All these radical leftists are just trying to harm officers. That's all it is. They just said it's a radical leftist. It's like, what the fuck? Like, dude, she was a human being. She was a mother. And she was clearly afraid in that situation. She was trying to get away. Look, freeze frame. Look at the slow-mo. She turns her wheels this way, trying to leave. The officer's here. She's trying to go that way. She's trying, her wheels, he was trying to hit her. No, her wheels were turned to the right. No, but they're radical leftist wheels. No. And it's like, this is, you know, like, I get it. You're so married to your political position, you know, whether it's on the right or whatever, where the fuck it is. But it's like, dude, this is like, we're talking about human beings here, man. You know, just like, you know, this woman, she died, Renee Good. She died, and she has a kid. The father passed away already. So the kid's an orphan now. Aww. Yeah. You can't put the blame exactly on any specific person except obviously the guy who shot her. But like, ICE as an institution, the rhetoric that's feeding into this is all what you guys created. This is what you created. And it created all because like, we have to send ICE to Minnesota, we have to do this. And now this kid's an orphan. And he's probably just gonna go to Somali daycare, to be honest. Sorry, I really thought that would break the ice. I'm gonna post this, and there's gonna be people who are like, too soon. Like, oh, check out my genocide material, asshole. Like, what the fuck? And that's another thing. Like, this woman was murdered. I'm like, you know, my prayers to everyone who knew her, and this is a horrible fucking tragedy, and I will speak out in her name. But like, a lot of people were getting upset with my post about satire of the situation. I guess they just didn't know who I am. And I made a post that was like mocking a MAGA person. I said, I would like to apologize for my previous post on the Minnesota shooting. After reviewing the slow-mo footage, it's obvious that she stepped on the gas and almost barely nicked the guy with her bumper while he pulled a fucking gun on her and tried to kill her. It was something like that. It was like, the language was clearly satire, and all these people were coming like, are you that dumb? Like, oh, it's just look at my other stuff. And then so all these people were like, this is not the day for satire, you're an asshole for making jokes. And I was like, dude, not one person ever said that to me during the Gaza genocide. Like, yo, like, it's horrible when anybody gets killed. It's horrible when anybody gets killed. You know, but yes, I mean, like, this was a white woman. This was a white woman. And if that doesn't scare you, white women, that's like a lot of the country, okay? That's a lot of country. And I'm just saying, you know, white women I never make white women jokes. There's always this white women joke, oh, white women be out there calling people's managers. No. I love white women, and I will speak out for them and fight for them. And yeah, when anything happens to a white woman, I be Karen, okay? ICE is not your friend. Did you know ICE is trained by Israel? Yeah. Did you know that? Yeah. That's like, you know what ICE stands for? It stands for Israel's coming for everybody. Yeah. Look it up. ICE units train with the IDF. This is a fact. You can look it up. It's not a conspiracy. The head deputy of ICE a few years ago trained in Israel. A lot of their units go to Israel. Some have IDF come here. The police also trained with Israel. They're using the style of combat and dehumanization as the IDF to bring their tactics here to the United States. All these people out here being like, no, ICE, you know, support our ICE officers or whatever. All these people out here like, yeah, you have to support ICE, you have to support ICE. Like, you're bootlickers, you know what I mean? And did you notice the boots you're licking taste like stolen hummus? That tastes like hummus, but not very flavorful. What is? It tastes like hummus. Tempe, I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Be good to one another until then. I love you so much. Bye-bye.